Hey everybody, welcome to your mat. Today we have a peak pose flow, meaning that everything we're going to do on the mat today is going to be preparing and strengthening us to move towards a particular pose. Today that pose is going to be Baby Grasshopper. Don't worry if you're unfamiliar with Baby Grasshopper, we're breaking it down and working on the elements together today. Let's start out on our mat, toward the back of the mat, in a kneeling position, making our way into a child's pose. So maybe you bring the big toes to touch. You lower your hips to your heels. You can separate the knees, or you can keep the knees together and begin to crawl your arms forward. Maybe bringing your forehead all the way down to your mat. And then we'll just find a little stillness right here. And then start to bring your attention more to your breath. We'll take a few breaths together. Start to inhale through the nose. And then open the mouth, sigh it out. Again, breathe in through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. One more just like that, breathe in. Filling up soft and gently. Pause at the top. And then open the mouth. With your forehead to the mat, begin to rock the head side to side. Take an inhale here, pausing with the head. And then as you exhale, press into the hands, start to round up through the spine, finding your tabletop cat position. Letting shoulders be over the wrists, maybe hips over the knees. And then inhale into your cow, heart nudges forward, we lengthen the spine. Exhale, rounds you back into your cat. Inhale into your cow. Round up into your cat. A change is coming. Breathe into your cow pose, pause. Lengthen the heart forward. And then as you exhale, round up into your cat. Hold it here, separating the shoulder blades, pushing the ground away. Start to press the tops of the feet into the earth. Lift the knees off the ground. Shift yourself forward. Let the shoulders come past the wrists, past the finger pads. Shift yourself back. Lower your knees down. Inhale into your cow. Lengthen the heart. Exhale, rounds you up into your cat. Press into the tops of the feet. Lift the knees, lift the shins. Maybe you lift a little higher. Shift a little forward. Let your shoulders travel past the wrists. Shift a little back. Lower your knees to the ground. One more time. Inhaling the heart forward. Exhaling, rounds you up into cat. Push the ground away. Press into the tops of the feet. Lift your knees. See if this time you can lift the knees so much you start to roll over the toes, finding your downward facing dog. As you find your downward facing dog, we start to pedal the feet. Then pause. Let both heels drip down toward the floor. A gentle bend in the knees. And we lift the tailbone up a little bit higher. Now with the tailbone lifted, see if you can reach the heels a little closer to the ground. Spinning the inner thighs back to that space behind you. Then inhale, lift the heels up high, ripple forward to your high plank. Let your shoulders travel past the wrists, past the finger pads. Downward facing dog, hips are high. One more like that. Inhale, lift the heels up high, ripple forward, high plank, shift way forward. Stay here, or maybe lower to your knees. We find chaturanga, bend the elbows straight back. Cobra or up dog, breathe in, heart forward. Downward facing dog as you breathe out, hips are high. On an inhale, the right leg lifts high, three-legged dog. Bend the right knee. Make some circles around the right hip socket, 2 or 3 circles. And then reverse the direction. Then send the right leg high, dial the right hip down, take an inhale. As you exhale, keep your down dog shape, but draw the right thigh into the belly. Hold it here. Lift the left heel, ripple forward, high plank. Let the shoulders come past the wrist, past the fingers. Squeeze the right thigh closer to the belly. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg high. Same thing. As you exhale, keep the down dog shape, but draw the right thigh in toward the belly. Hold it here, finding that compression. We lift the left heel, ripple forward. Keep shifting forward. Let your shoulders travel past the wrists. Inhale, three-legged, the right leg high. Last time here, a change is coming. As you exhale, keep the down dog shape. Find compression first, right thigh into belly. Then lift the left heel, ripple forward. Hold it. That right knee, maybe you move it toward the right elbow. Then over toward the left elbow. Then look off to your left, fallen triangle, the right foot slides out. Turn your chest up toward the ceiling, look up and back for your left fingers. Return to your three-legged dog, plant your left hand, send your right leg high, breathe in. This time as you breathe out, we step the right foot toward the top of the mat, high crescent lunge. The back heel is lifted. We bend deeply into the right knee and then just straighten and bend the right leg a couple times. Next time the right knee is bent, stay there. Let's turn this into warrior one by stepping the back foot flat. Sink down into your warrior one. The pinky toe side of your back foot firms into the ground, and you lift the inner arch of the back foot, igniting the whole inner line of the back leg. Cactus out your arms, lift the heart, look up, and then bring the forearms together in front of you. Lift the elbows as you lift your chest, breathe in. As you breathe out, we find a humble warrior dive down inside of the right knee. Firm the feet toward one another, the back leg just as active as the front leg. One last breath here. Then we all release the left hand down to the ground, simple twist, the right arm reaches up high. Lean the right shoulder back. And then step your right foot back about 2 footprints, maybe halfway back on your mat. Turn all 10 toes to the right side of the mat, and then maybe lower left hip down toward the ground, reaching the right hand back toward the left foot. And then press into your left hand, lift your hip away from the floor, right arm reaching up and over. Three-legged dog, plant the right hand, send the right leg high. Shift forward to your three-legged plank and pause. Stay here, or chaturanga, bend the elbows. Cobra or up dog, heart is forward, downward facing as you breathe out. On an inhale, the left leg lifts high this time. Bend the knee, make those circles around the left hip socket. Just a couple circles, and then reverse. Then reach the left leg high, dial the left hip down, squaring the hips off. Take a breath in. Keep your down dog shape as you breathe out. Find compression, thigh to belly. Hold it here. Then lift the right heel, ripple forward. Shoulders travel past the wrist, past the finger pads. Keep compressing left thigh into belly. Three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, we keep the down dog shape, find compression. Thigh into belly, ripple forward. Let your shoulders come forward, even more, higher on the back toes. Keep squeezing left thigh into belly. Three-legged, inhale. Exhale, keep the down dog shape, find compression. Ripple forward, high plank and hold. Squeezing it in, shift more forward, hold. Left knee reaches over toward the left elbow. Then toward the right elbow, hold it here, look off to the right, fallen triangle. Slide your left leg off to the right. Turn your chest up, look up and back for your right fingers. And then return to your three-legged dog. Plant your right hand, send your left leg high, breathe in. As you breathe out, we step to high crescent lunge. Back heel is lifted. We straighten and bend the front leg. The next time the left knee is bent, stay there. We'll turn this into warrior one by stepping our back foot to the right and flat. So we've offset the feet side to side, pressing the left shin forward. The pinky toe edge of your back foot, your right foot, presses down, and you think about lifting the arch of the back foot. Cactus out the arms, lift the heart, look up. Then look forward, bring the forearms together. Inhale, lift the elbows, lift your gaze again. As you exhale, we find our humble warrior dive down. Inside of the left leg. Keep inviting left hip to remain underneath you, firming the feet toward one another. The left shin, your front shin, presses forward. And we all release the right hand to the ground. Simple twist. Your left arm reaches up. Leaning left shoulder back. And then look at your left foot. Maybe step it back about 2 footprints, halfway back on your mat, turning all 10 toes toward the side of your mat. We can lower the right hip down to the ground or in that direction, reaching left hand back toward the right foot. And then press into your right hand, lift your right hip away from the floor. Find a big arching shape over to your 3-legged dog. Plant your left hand down, send your left leg up high. Shift forward into your 3-point plank. Stay here or find chaturanga, cobra or up dog, downward facing dog. Pause in your downward facing dog. Walk your hands back to your feet, forward fold at the back of your mat. And then heel toe the feet apart, Malasana yogi squat, toes out, heels in. Sink your hips down, bring the hands to the heart. Let the top of your head reach toward the ceiling. Think about lifting the inner arches of the feet here. One more breath. Forward fold, exhale, bring the hands down, heel toe the feet toward one another. Halfway lift on an inhale. Refold as you exhale. Rise all the way up this time. Urdhva Hastasana, look up between the hands. Hands to heart, exhale. Inhale, circle the arms up high. Forward fold. Halfway lift, find length. Refold. Crawl your hands out to your high plank. Shift forward in your high plank. And then lower both forearms to the ground. And then lower your knees to the ground. So knees down, untuck your toes. So the tops of your feet are on the ground. Keep pressing into your forearms. You can stay exactly as you are, or start to press into the tops of the feet. Lift the knees off the ground. Then we hold. Right where you are, keep pressing into the forearms, pressing into the tops of the feet. Corseting through the midline. We're here for 3 and 2. A little more energy. And then lower the knees, the hips, the belly. Stay in your Sphinx pose, propped up on your forearms. Elbows are under the shoulders. The chest is lifting, drawing forward. Option to elevate your elbows, find seal. And then lower yourself all the way down. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Send your hips back to tabletop position. Hands and knees. Inhale into your cow pose. Heart is forward. Exhale, rounds you up into cat. Push the ground away. Press the tops of the feet into the earth. Lift the knees. Start to roll over your toes. Find your downward facing dog. And then pause here in your downward facing. On an inhale, the right leg lifts high, three-legged dog. Dial the hip down, square everything off. As you exhale, we keep the down dog shape. Find the compression first, right thigh to belly. Shift way forward into your high plank. Keep holding the right thigh in toward the belly. Maybe the right knee moves toward the right elbow, to the left elbow, to our fallen triangle. Slide that right leg away. Turn your chest up, look back. And then we're going to have a seat right where we are. Look over to the left, plant your left hand down, find your fallen triangle, pressing into the left hand. Lift the hips, stay here, look at your left foot, maybe slide your left foot back and then lift using those inner thigh muscles. Lower your left foot back down, lower your whole self back down. Look over to the right, we've returned to our original fallen triangle. Press. Then look at your right wrist. Bring your left hand down to plant by the right hand, and we'll drag the right knee over toward the right wrist, finding our pigeon pose with 90-90 in both legs. So your front leg out in front of you, your back leg off to the side. We'll find a little pigeon here. Bring your fingertips to the ground. Let your chest lead the way as you start to lean forward over the right shin. Lean forward, and as you lean forward, see if you can press your left knee down, lift your left foot off the ground. Keep the left foot lifted as you upright the torso. Lift up. Again, we lower the chest toward the ground. See if you can keep the left foot lifted the whole time. Press yourself back upright. One more time. Bow forward, hold it here. Keep lifting the left foot. Then press yourself upright, hold it. Lower the left foot down, reach both arms up. From here, not using hands, keep reaching the arms up. We start to turn to our left, all the way to the left, letting the left leg be in front and the right leg is out to the side. Not staying here though. We're going to lean more into the left, pick up the right leg, and then sweep it around, planting the right foot in front of the left shin. Breathe in here as you lengthen the spine. As you breathe out, twist the torso to the right. Left arm might catch the right knee. On your next inhale, return to the center, facing your feet. Inhale, both arms reach up high. And as you exhale, we will shift ourselves forward, plant the hands, find a little kneeling position where your left knee is on the ground and your left toes are untucked. Your right foot firmly pressing down, bring the hands to the heart. Start to press into your right foot, press into the top of your back foot, lift your left shin and knee off the ground, hold. We're just about a quarter of the way lifted, holding here. Now start to press into your right foot even more, lift your hips just a little bit higher. So we're about halfway, little bit higher, so 3/4 of the way. Hold it right here. Start to tip your torso forward. Find your warrior 3. The left leg lifting back behind you. Dialing the left hip down. One more breath. Slowly start to bend into your standing leg. Land the left toes at the back of the mat. We open up to warrior 2. Still facing the right leg. Take up space. Pausing in your warrior 2, firm the feet toward one another. One more breath here. Then straighten the right leg. Like we're going to go to triangle. Start to reach your right fingertips forward, as far forward as you can. Reach, reach, reach. And then back it out. Hold it here. Look at your left foot. Step your left foot 1 footprint forward, I guess, away from the camera. So the left foot is offset from the right. And we want to shorten the stance just slightly. The arms are reaching out like triangle pose. But start to turn your torso toward the right leg. Reach the hands together. And then from here, start to peel the right hand back, twisting the torso to the right. We reach the left fingertips past the right toes, forward, 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 and then maybe down to the floor or maybe a block. Finding our revolved pyramid or revolved triangle. And then we all pivot onto the back toes, lower the back knee down, upright the torso for water wheel, arms reaching out. Maybe you'd like a back bend, left arm reaches up high. Squeeze your left glutes as you press the hips forward. Then inhale both arms up, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Stay here, arms reaching. Start to press into the top of your back foot. Lift your back shin and knee off the ground. Press more into your right foot. Draw your right hip back slightly. Keep uprighting the torso. Last breath. And lower your back knee down, half split, straighten the front leg. Point and flex a couple times. Then pause in a dorsiflexion, toes pulling back towards your face. Keep the dorsiflexion, but crawl your hands slightly to the right. Just looking for a little sensation along the outside of the right leg. And then come back to the center. Bend into the right knee, runner's lunge with the fingers on the ground. Then start to crawl your hands to the left, skandasana, side lunge. Over to the left leg, skandasana. And then start to turn to your left, plant your right hand down, simple twist. Left arm is high, lean back. Three-legged dog, plant your left hand, send your left leg up. Ripple forward to your high plank, chaturanga, cobra or up dog, to your downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg lifts high this time, three-legged. Square the hips off. As you exhale, we find our compression first. Keep the down dog shape. Squeeze left thigh into belly. Then lift the right heel, ripple forward. Pause in your high plank. Shifting forward even more. Hold it here. Maybe the left knee moves toward the left elbow. Over to the right elbow. Fall in triangle, slide it out. Lift the hips, look up and back for right thumb. And then lower yourself down to a seat. Look over to the right side, plant your right hand, fall in triangle to the right. Stay here, slide that right leg back, lift the right leg off the ground. Inner right thigh doing so much work, but the inner left thigh working as well. And lower yourself down. Look to the left, return to your fallen triangle. And look at your left wrist. We plant the right hand by the left hand and then pull the left knee to the outside of the left wrist, setting up for our 90-90 pigeon pose. So your front leg bent and your back leg off to the side and bent. Dorsiflexion in the feet. Bring the fingertips down. Let your chest lead the way as you start to bow forward over the left shin. From here, pause and see if you can lift the right foot off the ground. Holding the right foot right where it is. Let's lift the torso back up. Try to keep the right foot where it is as you upright. Lean forward. Keep lifting the right foot. Upright the torso. Try to keep that right foot lifted. One more time. Press up, hold, and then lower it down. Reach both arms up. Not using any hands, we move to the center of the mat or off to the right, and then really off to the right, so the right leg ends up in front. Keeping the hands up, lean into your right hip, lift your left leg off the ground, and then swing it around, planting the left foot in front of the right shin. Take an inhale here as you lengthen. As you exhale, twist to the left. And turn back to face your feet. Reach the arms up. Take an inhale. As you exhale, shift forward. Find that little kneeling position with the right knee and shin on the ground. Your left foot planted, hands to the heart. Lean forward. Start to press more into your left foot and then press into the top of the right foot, lifting the right knee and shin off the ground. Holding it here, drawing the left hip back slightly. Press into the left foot even more, lifting up about halfway to standing, about halfway, pause, holding. Now lift up a little more, about 3/4 of the way. Hold it here, start to tip forward more. Warrior 3, the right leg lifts behind. Keep dialing the right hip down, inner right thigh spinning up toward the ceiling. And then slowly we start to bend into the standing leg. Let the right toes land at the back of your mat. Warrior 2, still bending into the left leg. Take up a long stance in your Warrior 2. Firming the feet toward one another. And then start to straighten your front leg. Your left leg. Reach your left fingers over past the left toes. Reach, reach, reach. And then back it out. Pausing here. We're going to step that right foot one step forward and a little bit closer to the left foot. So we're shortening the stance. Still in our wide arms here. Start to turn your chest toward the left leg. Bring your right hand to meet the left. And then start to peel your left hand back. Open up your chest to the left. Reach your right fingertips as far forward as you can, still pressing firmly into left big toe. And then bring your fingers down to the floor, or maybe your shin or a block. Opening up through left chest. And then we all pivot onto the back toes, lift the back heel, lower the back knee down, upright the torso for water wheel. Maybe the back bend, right arm high. Squeeze right glutes to press hips forward. Then both arms reach up as you face the legs, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Keep the torso upright, pressing into your front foot. Start to press into the top of your back foot. Lift the back knee and shin off the ground. Draw the left hip back slightly. Keep firming into both feet. And then slowly we lower the right knee down. Half split, straighten out your left leg. Point and flex. And pause in a dorsiflexion, toes pulling back towards your face. Crawl your hands to the left just until you feel a little sensation on the outside of the left leg. Maybe you reach the left pinky toe away. Then travel back through the center. Runner's lunge. Rebend into your left knee. Tuck onto your back toes. Lift your back knee. Shift a little forward and back. And then start to crawl your hands to the right. Skandasana to the left leg first. Reach the left fingers down and the right arm up high. And then crawl your hands to the inside of the right foot, Skandasana. Your right fingers down, maybe the left arm reaches up high. Bring your left hand back down. Look to your right, plant the left hand by the right foot. Simple twist, pivot onto your back toes. The right arm lifts up high. Three-legged dog, the right leg is high. Plant the right hand, send the right leg up, breathe in. Shift forward to your three-legged plank, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Child's pose, send the hips back toward the heels. And then start to walk your hands back up toward your knees, having a seat on your feet for just a moment. So now we're to the play part of class, where we start to play with the baby grasshopper shape. So I am going to turn to face the back of the mat here so you can see on the first side, which will be right leg forward. So let's find our downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, lift the right leg up high. And as you exhale, step the right foot halfway up your mat, just halfway up on the right side of the mat. Turn both feet out to the side. And we find that horizons pose once again, lowering left hip down toward the ground. Lift it back up. Lower down. Let's pause here in the low position with the left hand on the ground and the right foot on the ground. This is a good place to begin, maybe even both hands on the ground. For a baby grasshopper pose, what we're looking for is a half arm balance. So it's one hand or arm on the ground and one foot on the ground. So some variations. First, we're just going to try lifting the left leg. So let's lift the hips off the ground, press your right foot down, and then think about lifting the left foot off the ground. It's going to be hard. Big inner thigh lift here, lift, 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 and then lower it down. So maybe you stay there playing with that. If you'd like to try to lift your hip off the ground while holding on to your leg, you'll reach the right hand in front of the right shin for the left calf, or maybe all the way to the pinky toe edge of the left foot. You'll inhale as you kind of rock back, and then as you exhale, you'll rock forward. Maybe your hips lift up off the ground. You bend into your left arm like chaturanga, and you really hold on to that leg. And then lower yourself back down. Last option here is to bring your left forearm to the ground, and then reach your right hand in front of the right shin. Maybe you hold on to the calf. Lift the leg off the ground. Take an inhale. Exhale leans you and lifts the hip. So maybe just practice that lift and roll forward. And those are the options for baby grasshopper on this side. Let's switch to the other side. Find your down dog. Lift your left leg high. Breathe in. As you breathe out, step your left foot halfway up your mat on the outer edge. Start to turn all 10 toes to the left side. And then lower your right hip toward the ground, finding that horizons pose. Lift up. Lower back down. So the same options on this side. First, maybe you try both hands down. I know I just did this on the other side, but I can't remember if I showed this, so sorry if I didn't show this on the other side. Both hands down. You just shift forward and see if you can lift your hip while your foot stays on the ground. Doop. Like that. Or you can plant the hand down. We lift the right hip away from the floor, press into your left foot a lot, lift the inner right thigh so the foot leaves the ground. And then lower yourself down. You can keep playing with any of these versions. You don't have to keep moving on to the next version. They're all just options, not levels. So then, maybe forearm down, reaching left arm in front of the left shin, reaching for the right calf or the foot. Lean back a little bit and then shift forward. Maybe the right hip lifts off the ground. And then the same thing with the hand planted, reaching left arm in front of the shin, maybe all the way to the foot. Lift up, lean back, and then shift forward, bend the right elbow like chaturanga. And then you can keep playing. When you're done, meet me in a seat on your mat. Finding a seat on your mat. We'll keep the right heel in toward our groin and reach the left leg out to the side. Start to reach the left hand toward the left foot. The right arm will reach up and over. Big side body stretch. And then upright your torso. Plant your right hand by your right hip. Supported wild thing lifts us up. Open up through the chest. Lower yourself back down. Let's switch the legs. Left heel into our groin. The right leg is long. Reach the right hand toward the right foot. Lean over. And upright. Plant the left hand by the left hip. Supported wild thing. And then lower yourself down. Lean back. Cross the legs. And then upright your torso. Rest the hands on the lap. Return to your breath. Let the eyelids become heavy or closed. Start to sit up a little taller. Rooting down through your sits bones and lengthening up through the top of the head. A minutes from here, we'll conclude with 3 breaths together. We'll begin by exhaling. And then take a soft, gentle breath in through the nose. Pause at the top, and then open the mouth, sigh it out. Again, soft and gentle, breathe in through the nose. Pausing at the top. This time an audible exhale. And then one final time. Breathe in through the nose. Pause and hold at the top. Maybe if there's space, you sip in just a little bit more. Keep holding. And then open the mouth. Allow the mouth to close. And start to blink your eyes open. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope that you have a beautiful day and that we get to practice together again soon.